We all know that if there is a written document, then there are fewer chances of disputes arising. It is also important that every party office throughout the organization should have a copy of these rules and regulations, and every member of the party should have access to them. Of course, these rules and regulations can change with time, following necessary party reforms, which may be suggested by party delegates at convention. Membership records are essential for any party and should be kept either in written form or on a computer database. The membership criteria should be clear and easy to understand so that party officers know who is eligible to become a member of the party and what a person needs to do to join a party. If all these records are kept in either written form or on a database, it will be easy for the party to communicate with its members. Communication and coordination systems between different structures of the party and how they should cooperate with each other should also be clearly defined in the rules. Do you have written information about the rules and regulations of your political party? Are these rules and regulations, membership forms, etc. available on the party's website?
Have you ever thought about why a citizen would want to join your political party? Sometimes people are reluctant to become a member of a political party. Many people think that casting a vote in favor of a party at election time is enough. Your job is to encourage people to join your party and explain to them how they can help party and how the party can help them.
As a political party worker, you should also be aware of the ways in which you can encourage people to join your party. People need to see that a political party has a vision and a plan to improve life for all its citizens. People need to see a political party involved in useful and creative activities. People need to see your party as an active and attractive party, a party they want to join. An effective political message is necessary to attract people towards your political party and to encourage them to join. What is this political message? This is what your party believes in, the vision your party has to lead the country forward, and which will encourage people to join your party. The more the political message of your party is closer to their problems, the more effective it will be and the greater chance people will be attracted to your party. Can you, as a political party activist, say what your party's key message is which may attract people to join the party?
If you are given the responsibility to increase the membership of your party, then you must be aware of the reasons why people are sometimes reluctant to join parties. One common reason is that people do not know what is the procedure to become a party member. If good information is easily available, then the people may be encouraged to join your party. Sometimes people do not know where the party office is or whom they should contact in order to join the party. This is why it's important and useful to train party workers on these issues.
A very important question is how a political party communicates information from central party office to the provincial and district offices. There may be several ways. One way is through mail. Does your party have an effective mailing system between different party offices around the country? The other way is to hold regular branch meetings. Party units should hold meetings regularly for all its members. Another way is to publish a regular newsletter or party literature. It is most important to keep regular contact with all your members.
A notice board should be installed in a prominent place in the party office to share important information, and it should be updated regularly. Such information may include details about meetings, decisions of the leadership, and so on. There are several other advantages with this method. Members will know the decisions of the leadership, and it should help party workers at all levels to understand what is going on in the party. Access to information from local level to the provincial and central level leadership, and similarly from central level to provincial, district and local level in an organized manner is vital. How is information shared in your political party? Do you receive regular and current information through newsletters, mail or through regular party meetings?
All of us have heard the word manifesto many times. What is a manifesto? Another term we all have heard is party constitution. What is a constitution? What is the difference between constitution and manifesto? Let's talk about it now.
There is a big difference between party constitution and manifesto. The party constitution is the basic document which contains information about how the party will be structured, its rules and regulations, how to deal with disciplinary issues, code of conduct, and so on. It covers every factor of the relationship between party office holders, party members, workers, and leadership, and how the party manages its affairs properly at every level of the organization. The party constitution can only be changed usually at a properly convened party convention where delegates vote on the changes. The party manifesto is a document which is announced at election time. It lays out and explains what the main election message and the policy of the party will be if it wins and is elected to government. Do you know how the constitution of your party can be amended and changed, and how these amendments are approved? If your party is a truly democratic party, then it probably holds regular and properly conducted internal elections. The procedure for internal elections is usually clearly laid out in our party constitution and usually will include a secret ballot for elections at certain levels in the party. A party that practices some form of internal democracy in its organization helps demonstrate to the public that it can be trusted to adhere to democratic principles. Does your party have proper procedures, rules and regulations to elect your party office holders and leadership in a fair and democratic manner? At the time of elections for office holders in the party, every member, male or female, who is eligible and who wants to contest for a party office position should be given the opportunity to present their case to all the members as to why they think they should be elected to that position and why they deserve members' votes.
The office holders of a political party need special training for their jobs, particularly those who have been elected to office for the first time. Such training can help them to fulfill their duties effectively and efficiently. Training courses should be held periodically and as required for all office holders at each level in the party. With the help of these training courses, the office holders and the members of the party become aware of their responsibilities and roles and will help manage the party more effectively. Regular training for party office holders and party members should be an ongoing process. This is how every successful and major political party around the world improves its effectiveness. In this way, the members of the party can also play a positive role in improving the party's image, have input into the party's policies, and help build the party into a strong and winning organization.
Here are some questions to consider how effectively your party manages itself. What kind of training courses are organized in your political party? Does your party have a comprehensive training program for volunteers? Does your party hold regular internal elections at all levels? Does your party carry out regular membership campaigns throughout the country? Do the party units at all levels conduct an annual voter registration campaign? What is the mechanism for training members to conduct effective political campaigns? Are there any comprehensive and effective programs conducted for polling agents at election time?
Now we will look into the importance of the branch meeting of the party at the local level and how should it be conducted. All meetings of the party should have a purpose, and the end result should be an action plan that will help improve the party's image at the local level. A small gathering which does not include all the party officers may not prove very useful.
Local units of the party should hold regular monthly meetings in which all the members and office holders discuss party matters and other issues. To develop a regular schedule of meetings, political party units should organize a calendar which give details of the date, time and venue for such meetings in their area. The local party branch may hold a meeting every month or after an agreed period of time. These meetings should follow an agenda which should be circulated to all the members. The meeting should share party information and allow members to freely discuss issues and party matters. In this way, political members understand the party messages and will make good advocates for the party. Certain activities that the party is involved in, that is of